Hi, I'm Namala Muse, about to do a collective quickie. If you feel called to this reading, you feel pulled to the title, then there may be some messages in here for you, but this is a tarot reading. I'm just some chick reading cards, right? So I do work and pull on my intuition as well, but please only take what resonates. I myself have even gone too far with a reading of my own and assigned it completely and wholly to myself, to my life. That must be mine. And it was a general reading. It was a collective reading. And as much as I do my best to make these collective readings as personal as possible, there is no way for me to tell how many energies, how many people are going to be pulled or called to this reading where they will receive guidance and messages. So pull from it what truly aligns and fits and feels energetically right with you, and leave the rest for whoever else within this collective this reading is for. This is a collective that has been feeling as though they've been pulled into some experience of darkness. This is a dark night of the soul, most certainly. 111. You're about to celebrate. When I pulled your charms and letters for the reading, and I'll use it as the picture for the title, for the tile of this reading. So you'll see CHAMPAS, Champers. If you're Australian, you don't have to be, but that's the letters that I pulled out and spelt out when I was calling for signs for you, so you can personalize this reading, so you can see if this truly is fitting for you. So there is something here that you will be celebrating, other initials and letters that may be relevant to you or to your person or to people in your environment. I would hope that you would only assign this to yourself personally, or someone who you heavily think about and are heavily connected to, rather than finding a friend of a friend, a cousin of a friend's initials and going, oh, this must be mine because it's attached to them. We don't go, it's not that deep. It really is immediate circle, immediate surroundings. And so with that, I saw the word champers. So there is going to be a celebration. And it is though you have sort of pulled yourself out, or you're pulling yourself out of a timeline where it was very dark, it was very cloudy. I'm seeing somebody who's sitting in the middle of like what feels like it's the clouds and the fog, and it's dark and it's grey and it's all around you, and it's as though you're cradling yourself as well, feeling somewhat alone, feeling as though that there isn't anybody to share this experience with who could understand this experience that you're going through. It's as though during this journey you really spent some, I feel like this was a breakup, because the Two of Cups in the pre-shuffle was jumped out, flipped over. So it's as though you were in a connection, in a relationship that ended, that fell apart, that was once someone who you felt like you could do the future with, someone who you felt like you could see a long-term commitment with, someone who you felt like was your other half, your soul's connection. There was a purpose to meeting this person, to come apart, to become distant, to feel as though the connection forget it. But let's see, what's this energy saying for this collective, please? What will they be celebrating? You're someone who's been clearing out the nafsu, the negative energy that's been in your environment. This includes people, places, and things. Some of you have had tower moments coming into your life over the last couple of years, and perhaps that means you've had job losses, you've had losses and breakdowns of friendships and relationships and connections. It's just you're no longer on the same page as a lot of things in your environment and energy. And how do you know that? Like, how do you know? It's because the negativity that comes in within the self, the negative thoughts, the negative belief systems, we shift into a lower vibrational energetic part of the self when we're in an environment that isn't in alignment with our higher self. And your higher self is communicating with you the whole time. The higher self is giving the signs, it's sending the synchronicities where it's pointing out the direction, the red flags, the green flags, the red flags and the green flags. And it's up to us as the individual to pay attention, see, and act accordingly, or deny what we're receiving and deny the information that we're getting. And sometimes it's not even denial. Sometimes we can be an individual when we're in this energy of this darkness that's around us. We can apply the negativity to the self and be like, well, the red flag shows up. Say, for example, a red flag shows up and you look at that red flag and it's like, I'm just being paranoid. I'm just insecure. This is one of those tests. I just need to relax. They're not doing anything wrong. And it turns out your intuition was right. It turns out that your intuition was right. You were seeing a red flag, but you wanted to see the green flags over the red flag, or you red flagged yourself in the situation and saw the opposition as the green flag. And so this has led to this storm on the outside that was on the inside that is now on your outside. And it is this environment that you've been receiving also, once again, the signs and the synchronicities, the red flag and the green flag, and guiding you in the right steps to take. But because of this experience with this relationship, this connection that, one, blindsided you, because I'm seeing the Two of Swords in my mind's eye, through blindsided you, but really, if you look back over time, through time, the signs were there. So let's see. You're coming into your power, that's for sure. Champers, celebrating. You're coming into your strength, finding your voice, finding your sense of self through a rejuvenation period. This could have been a hermit mode that you've been in. Let us see what's going on for this collective, please. What are we celebrating? What's this collective celebrating, please? That's the Three of Swords. And see how it flipped over? Got my attention, but didn't actually jump out of the deck. I've pulled it out because it's here. Heartbreak, pain, suffering, betrayal. Where the chest hurts, you feel it in the heart when we go through that experience. It's a pain that sends a frequency, a vibration through the physical body, through the body. It hurts. And yes, it's temporary, but it's that temporary experience that brings us within. This was your experience that has led you to this version of yourself that has a voice, that has strength, that is ready to stand firm on your boundaries and your values of self, because you've been able to be strong enough to release and let go of environments that are no longer serving you. Yes, so you've got the clarity now. You see this pain, this suffering, this betrayal, you see it differently now. And that's how the universe protects you in a way. And your guides protect you and your spiritual team protects you. It's like, yes, you deserve the truth. Yes, you deserve the clarity and the information when you're ready to hear it, when you're ready to receive it. Remember, we tried to send you signs. We were sending you signs, synchronicities. We were speaking to your higher self. And then you weren't ready to receive that. So we put the blindfold on and we ignore the signs. It's like, that's me, I'm paranoid, that's not the sign. We read it differently to how we should be reading it. And that's simply because we're not ready for that truth, for that information. You've been ready now. I feel like this is a process where each time you were made aware of the truth, the Ace of Swords is a double-edged sword. It hurt. It was like, here I am back to the beginning of this cycle of feeling this pain, feeling this heartbreak, assigning it to the self. And then know that I wasn't me, because more information comes forward, more truth. So you're able to see, okay, yeah, my shadow work, I made these mistakes, I am insecure. But as I was, it's like, sometimes I'm not insecure. Sometimes I'm very observant. Sometimes you're very aware. Sometimes you see things very clearly. And that hurts, because when we find out that somebody that you love so much was able to create such a sense of self-deprecation or self-criticism and disbelief in your own self, that's a betrayal in itself. So now when you have these realizations and these wake-ups of truth that allow you to see and look at that person from a new lens, a clearer lens, an honest lens, you go back and the puzzle pieces start to go back together. And as those puzzle pieces are going back together, you're rebuilding yourself and you're building up and you're seeing a fuller picture. But it's not without the feeling of betrayal, because this person led you to betray yourself. And that's the truth of the matter. And it needed to take time for pieces of information to come through. And so I feel like this has led you to be in this darker space for longer than anticipated, still healing and overcoming, because it's a bit of truth at a time, bringing you back to the beginning of the healing and the recovery. But this is all about 999 closures. So what is this? What's the outcome of this? You finding your voice and coming strong and speaking your truth now too, because of this clarity. Yeah, Knight of Swords in reverse. This person was manipulative. Their wordplay was incredible. There was someone who could twist words around or put words in others' mouths and implant thoughts. The Knight of Swords in reverse is like a negative devil's advocate, right? Like this person, there's an energy here of somebody who wasn't able to actually respect you in the sense of protect you. This is somebody who protected themselves, their image. And so they lied and they were dishonest. And this person was a runner. They ran from the truth here. And remember, weakness, if you're a cross watcher as well, or sorry, this isn't a zodiac reading. This doesn't have to be going outside of you. This could apply to you. This could have been you that found it difficult to speak your truth in a situation. But I do feel like this is what you're, because of the questions that I'm asking here in the spread and in the reading, I feel like this is what you're leaving behind, breaking through, finding your truth. 1111. You're having those new beginnings. The number 9 may really be significant. 1111, 111, 9, 5s. Like this person was able to really dress themselves up in a way where they could appear as intelligent and you could talk with them and communicate with them. But then it became, it's like this energy, because we've got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse now. It was hard to trust this individual, and there's a block in your throat chakra here with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, a block in your ability to speak for yourself. This connection led, you may be older than them or have more life experience. They spoke a big game, but they definitely didn't deliver. And this person took for you. I feel like this person led to this connection, not this person necessarily, because within this connection, the doubt, the disbelief, the way this person would behave and communicate and act within this connection, the coming and the going, the truth and not the truth. It's like what's real, what's not. It leads us into that space of not knowing. Your energy drops. That that internalized conflict. Then the way that you then draw you draw the energy to you. Well, what am I doing wrong? I must be doing this. It becomes internalized. And when we do that, it's like we find that where our money's decreasing, our bills get harder where is the balance? We lose the grounding, right? That's what comes in when we're dealing with lower vibrational energies, entities. This doesn't have to be a lover. It can be a friend or a family member, or a boss. But this certainly feels like somebody who you were very close to. Very close to. And this is why maybe it was able to affect you in such a way over a long period of time. They lost your loyalty, they lost your respect. This person's lost your loyalty and your respect. The High Priestess, again, connected. You're intuitively guided. You just had this knowing, a suspicion that there was something else going on here. Your higher self your intuition is very strong. You may be a reader, you may be into reading. Well, obviously you're watching it, but very into it. You may read for yourself and it's like, can I trust the energy that I'm interpreting? Yes, you're intuitive. Doubt sets in so much. See, the Nine of Pentacles is there. Is your intuition saying, I'm better off on my own. I have more when I'm on my own. I'm more independent. I'm able to be free, spirited, and giving and generous, and I have more light about myself. Your intuition is saying this. Your intuition is saying, on your own, you're stronger here in this moment. Separate yourself, get your independence. Everything will be okay. Like, you will have this grounding. Page of Swords. Look for the signs. Look for the information. This is even doing the research where you feel called and pulled, the channeling that you receive. To go and look something up, or go and, look up somebody's social media or whatever that may be. Page of Swords is guiding you to see something. And this Page of Swords is a feeling. It's like, what? And before you know it, you're looking someone or something up. And it's allowing you to have this sense of freedom, of growing and glowing. So are you studying something new? Looking at studying something new? 10 of Pentacles. How can I build a solid future? How can I build a strong foundation? Build wealth for legacies, health, whatever that is for you. This is looking into the long term. Is there... Yeah. There could be some sort of, could be a legal situation for some of you here with regards to a family, home, inheritance. Could have to do with a father figure there as well. It was like a final decision somebody made. And there could be like an investigation or looking into an inheritance here. There's competition or arguments here over an inheritance. King of Pentacles, definitely. Somebody in a situation here could be wanting more than their fair share, greed. This person could already be a business owner, have lots of money of their own, wanting more. It's like there's someone here that is also looking at this conflict that's going on, looking up at this drama, this competitive energy, and just shaking their head. Page of Cups. Yeah, there's an apology that's coming to you, and you might receive it while you're reading. Like you might read it, you're someone who might read at night, work at night. This is when you do what you do. That could be your side hustle, a side hobby that you're hoping to turn into a long-term income, right? And if you were able to get your hands on some sort of inheritance here, or if it was fair and balanced, you could invest in for the long term and work towards building it, making it more a business perhaps. There seems to be conflict surrounding this. Either way, you're getting good news when it comes to your hard work. Yeah, a decision's being made. You're being watched heavily. Somebody in a higher level of position of authority, a higher authority. They're watching you and they're seeing your skill and they're seeing how good you are at what it is that you do. Again, if you're a reader, you're being seen and recognized here and offered an opportunity. This feels more like you're about to enter into a situation where you're about to be offered a very competitive deal. Celebrate. This is what your celebrations are going to be for. You've gone through so much here with this relationship. You've gone through so much. We've got the Page of Wands again as well. So there's good news all around when it comes to the way that you feel in your heart, your emotions, like good news when it comes to like connections and love. But there's also good news when it comes to your career, when it comes to going on a new adventure here, you're with your purpose. This is very exciting for you. So you're about to receive some news that you've overcome big major challenges. And it's because you stand firm in your beliefs. You said no to that voice that says you're wrong or your intuition's wrong, that you're off. Major realizations have come in for you. So you've been through enough when it comes to this breakup, this separation. You've experienced a lot of loss, a lot of grief. And at the time, it felt like there was some sort of negative energy or curse surrounding you, that there must have been something going. But really what was happening here is you were getting shifted into a higher timeline. And intuitively, there was always some sort of knowing that something better was coming around the corner. But the evidence to show that was actually happening was slim to none. This is coming in any day now when it comes to your career, your business, your skill. Something that you've worked on. You've mastered this. You create this, you make this. Could be digital products as well. But whatever this is, you're being given an offer. You're being given an offer for something. So this is that job opportunity you've been waiting for. This is that house you've been waiting for. This is the winning the legal case when it comes to a family battle with an inheritance here, or a payout of some kind. but you will be celebrating. It's your karma. It's the energy that you've generated for yourself. It's from, you know, when you have energy, your money and your finances and your self-respect, or your light, when your light gets taken from you, from another individual, the universe will do what it can to bring that light back in for you when you're ready to receive that light. First, the healing. You've done that. You're coming out. You will be celebrating this new beginning that you've got coming in. Oh, this probably has a lot to do with the planetary shifts that we've got going on all over the place. Like, there is so much going on in our solar system. My daughter and I were outside staring at the night sky last night, just talking about the moon and pointing to Venus and pointing to Mars and pointing to Saturn, and just talking about how we can cooperate with those energies. And it was just, we were up probably a little bit too late, especially considering today's a school day. But when you, with this Page of Swords, when you really learn something and immerse yourself into the understanding and the knowing, because you feel pulled and called to go to that space in that time, when you follow that call, there's an upgrade. There's a lift that happens. You're being guided. Maybe you weren't able to see the signs and the synchronicities before, or even trust your intuition, but you will be now. You will be. You've had the experiences. You've joined the dots. And now comes the new experiences. Oh my gosh, bless you, love you. If you did make it all the way here, thank you so much. Thank you for making it all the way to the end. I do have personal readings that are open as well. I will link my website to the description box. You can also find me over on TikTok. That's where I do the majority of my posting, but I will be posting more over here with specific content for YouTube Collective. Your comments, your likes, and your subscribes really do help me to grow this platform, for me to connect with your energy and allow me to pull on your energy to provide you with readings that resonate with you. Thank you. Love you. Bye.